DakhaBrakha is our most important ambassador to the world, the Ukrainian ambassador of peace. I believe that Ukraine has a very big chance. The space of mystery and a meeting with the soul. And at the Bouquet Kyiv Stage festival, there is the main guest tour of the country, the DakhaBrakha group. Music from different nations, a mix of ethnic motifs, various instruments and genres have formed a unique bouquet that added perfectly to the festival atmosphere. The concert by Ukrainian ethno-group DakhaBrakha at St.Sophia Cathedral here on ProArt, exclusively right now. DakhaBrakha is a unique thing, especially for Ukraine. It's unique for the whole world. This is a unique festival. DakhaBrakha is, of course, something totally incredible. I'm from New York. I like it. This is my favorite band in the world. I'm a foreigner. I moved here simply because they're from Ukraine. I have been to several of their concerts. The atmosphere is indescribable. Emotions are such that, while I cannot express them in words, it simply overcomes you, just like that. It's very good that it's taking place here, really. This is awesome. Today is just simply a fabulous and wonderful place, and here it looks like there'll be a super party. And what's happening now is already creating such a fabulous atmosphere. Yes, there is absolutely no room to move at tonight's concert of the Ukrainian band DakhaBrakha. And three singers, Irina Kovalenko, Olena Tsibulska, Nina Haranetska and the soloist Marko Halanevich are now on stage. Vista, or spring, which starts with the singing of birds, constantly fascinates people. Today we want to start our concert with it. We want to make it a little calmer, because this place gives different energy, different sensations, a different atmosphere. We want to play a small concert for you today and play such songs that we don't often play at our concerts. Songs that suit this place, this status. That's why there will be many atmospheric and calm songs, though not all of them.
Ось тому багато буде атмосферних і таких спокійних композицій, але не всі.
We are DakhaBrakha from Free Ukraine.
DakhaBrakha is the country's main touring band. This kind of title has long been attached to this Ukrainian ethno-group. Due to the extremely wide geography of performances from Colombia and Brazil to New Zealand and China, DakhaBrakha is often called the ambassador of Ukraine to the globe. Yes, we're so often called messengers. It's true. We travel quite a lot, perform quite a lot at venues where no Ukrainian groups have performed yet. We're glad that there is such an opportunity. We're even happy. And this happiness depends first of all on the audience. Kyiv fans have long been eager to give their heroes inspired ovations. And the Bouquet Kyiv Stage festival gave fans a rare meeting with the famous band. Thank you, dear Kyiv. It is always a great pleasure and responsibility to play for you. A Ukrainian audience, we always worry before we perform in front of our own audiences. I don't know why there's this worry in Kyiv. Perhaps, you know, it's like from childhood, performing for my mother. And right away, my heart trembles. Everything is responsible. Of course, a Ukrainian audience can respond and perceive best of all, because they understand the texts and subtext and context, and the music itself. The frontman of the band, Marko Halanevich, said that wherever they perform, all people perceive their peculiar work very sincerely and, most importantly, adequately, because music is a universal language. We're very pleased to perform in Asia and in Australia and North America, where we have had most tours of late. Although people don't understand the language, many other things, very often they don't know anything about Ukraine at all, but they're interested in our work. And after they get to know us, they continue to become interested in our country, follow the culture, and get into the material.
Стежити за культурою, далі заглиблюватись в матеріал.
Over the years, the musicians have formed their own special cosmopolitan style. They collect sounds and voices from all over the world and weave them together with Ukrainian folklore. They perform at the most famous festivals and music events around the world. Touring a lot abroad means that the DakhaBrakha band is paradoxically a rare guest at home in Ukraine. But if the schedule allows, they're happy to give their art to their native viewers.
Пропив чумак, пропив воли, пропив чумак, пропив воли.
We really want the festival movement to develop in Ukraine, and as far as possible, we participate in festivals and willingly travel around the country. Another thing is that the planet is huge. We have so many invitations from around the world. Performing there is also very important, so we try to be everywhere. The Center for Contemporary Art, the Dakh or Roof Theater, has presented Ukraine and the world with many extraordinary creative projects. It was in this theater laboratory, whose organizer and artistic director is Vladislav Troitsky, that the Ukrainian musical ethno band DakhaBrakha was born in 2004. In their compositions, they create an action overfilled with theatrical energy, which harmoniously combines feeling and semantic structure, drive and meditation, and the special atmosphere and drama of each song is also from the theater. Our theatrical background is very significant, and it greatly influenced us in creating compositions, in constructing the whole concert. It gave us a push, it gave us strength and a point of support from which we can build on and continue to develop. Marko Halanevich decoded the name of the band. It is composed from the words give and take, with the root of the word dakh. In theatrical language, in the name DakhaBrakha, both the grain of the collective image and the through action of the creative project are soon. DakhaBrakha is a very accurate naming, an apt name. When we translate this name to foreigners, they are in awe. How well and accurately it reflects this circulation. Because what you give is such a powerful force, and it's similar to what you get, and so it is. We receive enormous energy messages from the viewer, from the listener, and are inspired to continue working. And the concept of the project is first and foremost based on authentic Ukrainian folklore, which the participants feel best of all. This is the main engine of their creativity, but at the same time, they are very open to the world, Olena Cibulska stressed. While somehow this, for some reason, is developing. You can't control it, but the audience accepts it well everywhere, both American and English, in any corner of our planet. At that time, when we only worked as Dakh and didn't go anywhere, it wasn't so easy to hear some music from perhaps the Mali desert or maybe Japanese drummers. Vlad Troitsky was a great influence. He impacted since he had a huge music library. And experimenting with this, we came to some kind of understanding of music and our own style.
Він був з одним крилом, другим крилом мав стати я.
The artists use many ethnic instruments in their performances. One of them is an ancient Ukrainian string instrument called the melos. Some are just a construction of strings, pots and tablets, but there is the backbone of musical instruments with which they work constantly, like for example this hand-painted cello. We even tried to get sounds from musical instruments that may not even be characteristic of these instruments. We start like small children. We're not professional instrument players. The girls are professional singers and ethnomusicologists. I don't have a musical education. Our path is one of constant study, experiments.
Наш шлях – це постійного вивчення, експерименту.
Ethno House is the band's unique style, which is based on the living energy of traditions. A constant experiment with form which enables the artist to express the deepest meanings of songs in an accurate and focused way. When we were starting, we understood that we were carrying out experiments with folklore, and we cannot, for example, wear purely authentic Ukrainian ethnic clothes, because we do not play purely authentic music. We're constantly in an experiment, so our costumes are also an experiment. The appearance of the artist is the special feature of DakhaBrakha. Costumes, stylized from different cultures, partly invented as female versions of men's national costumes. The only thing that never changes is the high black sheepskin hats that have become their brand. They're recognized by these hats and often asked, "Aren't you hot in there?" Oh yeah, sometimes. Hot. We're asked this question quite often. Yeah. And what do you have there? An air conditioner? And since such women's hats are not to be found in any ethnic outfit, the artists boldly consider this invention to purely be their own DakhaBrakha tradition, a magical one. Connection with the universe. Of course, appearance in our costumes help us to move into a completely different world. Because what is now and what is on stage are two different worlds and spaces. And of course, when we wear costumes, it's easier for us to be different. High, different-shaped hats on the heads of these performers are not just an element of a spectacular costume. This invention belonged to a certain person who knew for sure that it would be cool and unique, Olena Cibulska said, revealing the secret. These hats were invented by Tatiana Vasilenko, an actress of the Dakh theater. The idea just came that something needs to be done, since we sing in a non-traditional way, combining music with other rhythms. I mean, a Ukrainian song with different styles. It is, of course, not very natural to wear a traditional costume. The theatrical experience of the artist is also evident in how the structure of a DakhaBrakha concert is built, thoroughly and in accordance with all the laws of drama. They knew precisely where to start and how to complete the performance in order to capture the hearts of the audience as much as possible. We feel that we have a large Ukrainian audience, and the main thing, these are progressive people who are open to the world, advanced people. There are many young people who are ready to perceive something new and unusual, and we're happy that we're with them. It is very important for people who create art to feel feedback. This is exactly what all the members of the art house band DakhaBrakha felt in a complete way, because St.Sophia of Kyiv is not only a holy place for Ukrainians, it is a place of power for everyone, where you can come and be inspired by truly high art.